Carbs will make me gain tons of weight. Carbs bloat me. Carbs are high in calories. You shouldn't eat carbs if you're trying to lose weight. I'm here to tell you that carbs are not the enemy. Not the enemy. It's about understanding how your body processes them and eating the right one. Hello everyone. Today we are talking all things carbs. Nearly everybody I know that's getting into health and fitness always ask about carbs. Are they bad for me? Are they good for me? Am I going to gain weight? So many questions and controversies surrounding carbs. So what are carbs? Carbs are basically a combination of starches, fiber and sugar, which is broken down by the body and it turns into glucose, which is your body's main source of energy. So, carbs are one of the 3 macronutrients, also known as macros, with protein and fats being the other 2 macronutrients. Most foods do have carbs in them, but not all carbs are created equal. There are 2 types of carbs, so the simple carbs and the complex carbs. Simple carbs are quickly broken down by your body and it goes straight into the bloodstream. It's made of 1 or 2 molecules. Complex carbs take a longer time digesting in the body, which gives you slow, steady energy throughout the day. This is so important for your overall health. Knowing what glycemic index is and identifying it in every food you eat is the core of health and wellness. The core of health and wellness. So the internet's definition of glycemic index is GI means glycemic index. It is a number associated with a particular type of food to indicate the food's effect on a person's blood glucose or blood sugar level. Okay, 54 and under, it's low. If it's 55 to 69, it's medium. And if it's 70 and above, it's high. So try to eat within the low to medium glycemic and your health and your body will thank you. Processed food, refined food is usually high glycemic. So your chocolates, your sweets, your ice cream, white flour, white bread, these are the carbs with a high glycemic index. Avoid them as much as you can. White rice, white bread, noodles, these are heavily processed, they are refined and they're going to spike your blood sugar like crazy. They're stripped of fiber, they're stripped of all the nutrients and they're often bleached white. There's literally no nutritional value. So you're just eating empty calories and gaining weight. They will raise your blood sugar very high, which isn't great on your pancreas because it's forced to provide insulin, which over time can cause insulin resistance or insulin deficiency, which can then lead to type 2 diabetes. So we need to make sure to stay away from refined carbs and high sugar foods. Fruits are going to do so much good to your body. Fruits do not need insulin. Fruits will not cause a spike. Refined processed carbs will. If you're worried about sugar, you're better off eating dates than white rice. White rice has a glycemic index of 72, which is high. Dates are the most sugary fruits I can think of right now. Oh, this is what the internet says. The varieties of dates tested had a glycemic index of 46 to 55. So dates, being the most sugary fruit in the world, in my opinion, has a glycemic index of 46 to 55. That's low. Crazy as it sounds, and if you didn't know this before, White rice will spike your blood sugar. Dates won't, even though dates are full of sugar. Fructose, because that's what fruit sugar is called. This is why when people say, oh, but fruit sugar is bad. No. Your body turns everything into glucose at the end of the day, and you need to look at the glycemic index of stuff. The glycemic index matters more to me than the sugar content, as long as I'm eating natural whole foods. So with carbs, I will literally choose whole grains. I choose carbs that won't spike my blood sugar. I choose slow digesting carbs. They're whole grain, they're wholesome, they are nutritious, they are very good for me. I never take pre-workout before I go to the gym, and I am just fine. I kill my workouts. It just provides me with so much energy. So the first carb I swear by is Spelt. Very nutty flavour. It's an ancient grain. You can get spelt flour, you can get spelt bread, you can get spelt rice. No, you can't get spelt rice, I lied, sorry. You can get spelt pasta. I love spelt. It's very versatile. Instead of white flour, I will use spelt flour. I use spelt flour for pancakes. I've made cookies with it in the past. Spelt pasta, I just eat it like normal pasta. I have it with tomato sauce, and I have it with like a pasta salad. Oh my gosh, spelt bread is amazing. Spelt bread, I just eat it like normal bread. I love toasting it and then having it with coconut oil instead of butter, and it tastes great. So good. I get Spelt online on like health food stores, so definitely check health food stores out online, because that's the only place you're going to find Spelt. You're not going to find it in Tesco or Asda or Sainsbury's. I personally haven't seen it in like commercial supermarkets in the UK. I order it online, and I get my Spelt bread from this lady in the farmer's market. Spelt has a glycemic index of 54, which is pretty low. It will not spike your blood sugar, and it has slow, steady energy that will keep you throughout. That will keep you full and will give you energy throughout the day. That is amazing. It's not completely gluten-free. It contains small traces of gluten. Don't hold me responsible, but yeah, it contains very little gluten in it, and I believe it can be tolerated by people that are gluten intolerant. If you have celiac disease, that's completely different. You can't take Spelt. Like, there are no two ways about it. Stay safe, you can't take Spelt. If you don't like the taste of quinoa, I find that you just may need to rinse it like thoroughly, and then I find that that weird bitter taste goes. So yeah, if you're a bit funny with quinoa, you should definitely rinse it a few times before you cook it. It's a great carb source, and it's also high in protein if you are about this gym life. I use it as a rice alternative. You can have it in many different ways. You can have it in your salads. Very nutritious. So yeah, quinoa has a glycemic index of around 53, which is considerably low. It won't cause a spike, and it will provide constant, steady energy throughout the day. It's also high in fiber and protein, which is great for macros.
Awesome!
I love oats. During the beginning of my fitness journey, I used to have oats every morning. Oats have done me so good. I love oats. Goats. Oats are naturally gluten-free, but they are not always, due to cross-contamination, like harvesting and stuff. They use the same machinery as like other grains that contain gluten. So if you're gluten intolerant, you need to make sure that the oats you're buying are actually gluten-free. Yeah, oats. I love oats. Oats are so versatile. I use oats for oatmeal, obviously. Depending on my mood, I might make it with water, I might make it with almond milk, I'll make it with cashew nut milk, I'll make it with walnut milk. Really depends on my mood that morning. And I will top it off with bananas and nuts, pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, dates, pomegranates, coconut, pumpkin seeds. Really depends on my mood. You can do so much with oats. I will also use it for pancakes. I make my pancakes with oats. I use oats, almond milk and banana, and that is a simple vegan pancake. I've even made like a bean burger with it. Chickpeas, kidney beans, lentils, and then I just mashed them all up, added oats, tomato puree, salt, cumin, all my seasoning, and then I put oats in it because oats kind of like bind everything together. So it's good if you want to like make burgers, like vegan burgers. It's really great for binding. Oats have a glycemic index of 55, which is just the beginning of the medium scale. Don't confuse oats for instant oats though. Instant oats are refined. Instant oats are a different story completely. So get rolled oats, whole oats or jumbo oats. Stay away from instant oats. Instant oats have been stripped of the fiber and the nutrients, so instant oats are actually high glycemic. So push instant oats away. Go for whole oats, jumbo oats or rolled oats. Yeah. Wild rice. So wild rice is gluten free. Wild rice has a very nutty, earthy, rich flavor to it, and it's obviously a rice replacement. I eat it just as you'd eat rice. I love having it with curries and chickpeas. I love having it with tomato sauce. It's basically a rice replacement and I love it so much. It's high in fiber, high in antioxidants, detoxes you. It's very good for digestion because of the fiber in it. Wild rice is my homie. Wild rice, it's amazing for you. This is the nutritional value of wild rice in comparison to the nutritional value of white rice. So wild rice and white rice. Wild rice has a glycemic index of 57, which is medium. It's on the lowest scale of the medium level. Sweet potatoes are high in fiber, so it's great for digestion. It's also high in antioxidants and vitamin A. And they taste amazing. They taste so good. A boiled sweet potato has a low glycemic index of 44. You're better off boiling them. I mean, you can bake them here and again, but sweet potatoes boiled are very nutritious. They're not starchy and they're actually healthier than white potatoes in my opinion. So let's get into the protein carbs. These are your legumes, these are your chickpeas, your lentils, your brown beans, your black eye beans, like, you know, all your legumes. These are high in protein and your carbohydrates, so they have 2 of your macronutrients. Amazing. So many benefits to legumes. Very high in B group vitamin, so it's high in iron, calcium, zinc and magnesium. Low in saturated fats, and they provide a ton of energy to your body. Legumes are among the lowest glycemic index foods, and legumes are usually recommended to diabetic people by healthcare professionals because they're so low GI and they stabilize blood sugar. My favorites are chickpeas and lentils. Like, I swear by these two, and they're my frequently consumed. I'll eat lentils at least twice a week. I'll eat chickpeas at least twice a week. They are my go-to legumes. Lentils have a glycemic index of about 25, which is extremely low. And chickpeas have a glycemic index of 36, which is also low. If you're into fitness, if you do a lot of physically demanding stuff, legumes are a great source of energy. So you should definitely try to consume it as much and as often as you can. Legumes for the win. If you're on a low carb diet, you can stick to your vegetables with very little of the carbs I've mentioned. If you are an athlete or you are very physically active, you might need to increase your carb intake just because you need that extra energy. Definitely listen to your body. If you are feeling tired and you're under eating, maybe you just need to eat more. Don't freak out when you hear carbs. It's just important to know exactly what you're putting in your body and how it affects your body and what your body does with it. That's the whole point of this video. Carbs are not your enemy. You just need to find the right one and you need to eat the right one. Consult your doctor if you are making any drastic diet change. Get your bloods checked regularly, get regular checkups just to know everything's okay, and if it isn't, you know what to do about it diet wise. I hope this video was somewhat informative to you. I hope it was very useful to you. Other than that, take care, look after yourselves. I will see you in another video. Peace.